Bought this on eBay to make a small water feature. July 2018, everything is brown in the garden, it's dry and dusty. Longest heat wave since 1976. It's unusual for there to be days and days of sunshine and no rain in the UK. In fact, the next day, tomorrow's weather is usually unrelated to the weather that happened today or the day after. Statistically, there's very little correlation between rain, cloud and sunshine in the summer. So if you pick a time to go on holiday in the UK, it's a matter of pot luck, real roulette, whether you get good weather or not. So these are interesting little pumps. They're solar powered, run from a small solar panel. I've had these before and they make surprisingly good little water features actually. So here's the instructions. 7 volts, 1.2 watts. Got a nifty picture of the nozzles and what should be in the box. Quite nice. Let's just zoom that in a little bit for you. There we are. Oh yes, there we go. Size of the solar panel, 110 by 110. Power of the solar battery. Solar battery, I mean solar panel, don't they? 1.2 volts. Volts at 7 volts. I'll wager that's on the equator, direct overhead sunshine. And the power, the pump takes 1.1, I don't believe any of this. Maximum lift 100 centimetres, 1 metre, wow. 1 metre, what's that? That's 3 feet roughly, 10%. An atmosphere will lift in a manometer, not manometer, yeah, a barometer, 30 feet, so that's 10% of atmospheric pressure, which is 15 psi, which is 1.5 pounds per square inch. It'll pump. That's quite a lot, really. Maximum water height 30 to 60 centimetres, whatever that means. That contradicts that. Don't suppose they've given it much thought to you, really. Lifetime 10,000 hours. Delay less than 5 seconds, so you won't be waiting for long. Where's my water feature gone? If the sunshine is off, mostly in the UK, can restart within 3 seconds when sunshine is back. 3 seconds less than 5 seconds, so consistent specification from China. Makes a change. Put the pump totally in the water with its snozzle over the water, so have the top bit sticking out obviously, and fix the pump firmly on the bottom of the fountain to avoid vibration. Yeah, if this thing gets loose it could be like a fire hose, couldn't it? Drench everybody. Make sure it's stuck down, plug the jack pump in the, yeah. Sunny days, keep the pump under water surface, yeah, because it'll wear the bearing out if it goes dry. It'll sit there and make a horrible noise, and eventually the magic smoke will come out. Keep the surface of solar panel cleaning constantly. Oh, well, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? You have to sit there with your solar panel on, cleaning the panel as you go. Imagine if you put your hand over it though with your rag, it would stop pumping, so that's a bit strange. We're not responsible for the following mistakes. I don't know why with Chinese instructions they don't just get somebody to read it. Jesus. Oh, look, there you go. There's the arrangement. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 arrangements of different nozzles. We'll have a look at those in a minute. And there's the exploded diagram of the impeller, sealing ring, case cover. Oh yeah, okay. And there's the sun shining down on your panel, generating electricity going through the wire into the pump, scoop the water out. Yeah, well, make your own mind up what that means, but there's the instructions. So let's have a look. We've got a bag with our nozzles in, schnozzles. So there's a 3-part riser you can stick on top of the pump. I'm guessing if your water's a bit deeper you're going to have to stick the pump on top of something else, aren't you? Because that's not very long to squirt your water out really, is it? But anyway, so you've got an adapter that goes on top of the pump, then an extender tube, and then this bit here which is the, should we call that the funnel? It's kind of funnel shape, but it's a reverse funnel, like on a boat. And then these nozzles, look. Bag of nozzles, schnozzles. There are 4 nozzles in there. Is there 4? Is all there is? Only 4? Any more? Yep, 4. So these make various squirty shapes. You can see, if I put that there, you can see there's holes in it. Yeah, can you see that? Can you see that? There you go, so that's one pattern. Here's another pattern. I'm guessing the hole diameters are a bit different as well, so the lift might be different as well. We'll see about that. Another one with more squirty nozzles, big holes in this one. This one's the low riser, I should think. Yeah, I think that's the low riser. And then a super high pepper pot end to make very squirty, I should think. So that's the nozzles, so they go together. And just plug it on the pump, I'll show you what it's like. There you go. Pumpy thingy, hold on. Yeah. Water goes in, out there. Right, okay, so let's put that back in the box. And my battery is flashing, so I'm going to cut the video and I'll be back in a moment. Well, yeah, my bad. Forgot to turn the camera on, so the battery ran out on the video camera. Nice camera this, but boy, it drinks the power from the batteries. Where did we get to? Oh, I know. Yeah, so, yeah, pump. So here's the pump. It's quite big actually. Can you see that label? Can you see that? That's what it says. Height max 60 to 180 centimeters. So well, the pump says 180 and the instruction says 100. 150 to 240 litres an hour. I'm guessing that extra height must be when it's run from 12 volt DC power supply rather than from solar panels. I don't know. Anyway, it says use with water only, so don't use this to suck the gasoline out of someone's tank because it won't work. So yeah, we've got suckers on the bottom to stick it on something, like stuck on the bottom of the container. Then this bit in here is all potted. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah, it's all potted there, so it's obviously waterproof to all the electronics, because these are brushless pumps. Ooh, it comes off. Oh look, yeah, completely full of, it's not tar actually, it's much harder than tar, some sort of epoxy potting compound. Come back on, so it's sealed and waterproof. Of course no brushes to wear out either. And then this bit comes off. Oh yeah, but there's the input grill thingy-bob. And then, oh look, there's the impeller, and there's the two screws, two tiny posi drive screws. So what have we got to take those out? Is that a posi drive screwdriver? It's like everything else. Yeah, my son's just bought a drone, and it flies and then it crashes and then it explodes into bits, but all my tools, that's a Freudian slip, have disappeared into his kit bag. So I bought a really good kit bag to put my drone in, Dad. I've got batteries and everything else. Well yeah, it's got half my bloody tools in it as well. Anyway, so let's whip these screws out. Ooh, that is tight in there. Engage full power. Actually, it's not really quite the right screwdriver for the job. Unscrew. So if you were cleaning it out, you'd probably have to do this, wouldn't you? Take the screws out to find out why your impeller's stuck. I bet it will stick occasionally, but then again, they're only cheap, so you don't expect too much. There you go. So it's a simple cover there. Not much to that at all. And then, oh, what's this? Got rid of some fingernails. Well, at the moment, are we? So if you're a lady with long fingernails, you better hook that out of there. No trouble at all, but as it happens, I'll just have to get a screwdriver and pull it out. There we go. Magnetic. Yeah, so a ferrite magnetized core. Let's get more of a close-up view of that. There we go, how's that? Yep, that's magnetized. 2 poles on it, I think. Ferrite, so it won't rust, and it's just glued onto the plastic. And then down the centre of there, you can see you've got just the metal shaft. And it's one of those things where the water provides the lubrication. lubrication. Yeah, makes it nice and spinny. So it spins around in presumably that direction. You'd think it would go that way, wouldn't you, the way those vanes are designed? Have they done that wrong? Not sure. Proof of the pudding and all that. Yeah, it whizzes around that way. The water goes in there from the centrifugal action. It's just an ordinary impeller pump actually, and shoves it up that hole, and onto there goes all these various adapters to turn it into a spouty spray job thingy. Where's that other thing gone? Hello, we lost a part. Doesn't take me long to get round to losing things. Just leave me to it. There you go. So that goes on there like that. Then your spouty thing goes on top of there. And woohoo! You've got everything you need to make. It's a thought, isn't it? How about a gin and tonic fountain? With gin and tonic going in there, and then you can just sort of lean forward and. Yeah, I've been to those kinds of parties before. Yeah, so anyway, I want to try that actually, a gin and tonic fountain. That's going to be brilliant. So let's bang that back on there. I'm not going to bother putting those screws back in. That's going to be held in position fine. So then when we need to clean it out, say a piece of lemon from the gin and tonic gets stuck in there, you can just pull it apart with your fingernails rather than getting the screwdriver out. So I'm going to leave those screws out. They can stay out. They're not needed. They're not going to do anything. It's quite a tight fit. So that's the pump. Then you've got a cable. Specify what the cable length is. Oop. No, doesn't say what the length of the cable is. I'm going to have to unravel it and let you know. It's got to be a couple of meters, isn't it, that cable? And then in here, the final thing in your box is the solar panel. What have we got? All right, because there's a cover on it, plastic protective thingy on there. Look, comes off. And what we've got underneath is an amorphous silicon solar panel, very standard panel. So you've got the light shining in your eyes. Sorry about that. You can see it. And then on the back, how do they do this for the price? It's incredible. Yeah, you can read that, can't you? It's 7 volts, 170 milliamps, 110 by 110 millimeter. Maximum system voltage 1000 volts. 1000 volts. It's a battery power pump, isn't it? Not quite sure what they're driving out there. I think they've just copied this label off a solar panel that goes on the roof of a house, because then there is a maximum system voltage, because they, you know, some of the panel systems chuck out 600 volts. So, you know, if they're all in series, one of the panels could actually be quite high potential between the electrical part of the panel and ground, so it could break down. So that's why that's there. But it's on this, it's just an anomalous thing they've put on. Yeah, so there you go. Again, potted on there, and then they've got this connector here to connect the solar panel. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, a lot of them haven't got this. A lot of them just got an ordinary DC jack. Look, it's got a waterproof plug. It's a 2-pin jobby there, and it's keyed there to make sure you don't put it in the wrong way around. And then you've got this nitrile rubber O-ring here. You can plug the thing in. It's actually quite good if you want to feed the cable through a bulkhead or something as well. I'm guessing would be. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, so it goes back together and in there like that, and as I tighten that up it clamps, so that's good. A waterproof connector, and these are over moulded on, so they'll be waterproof. What cable have we got? 24 AWG 80 degrees C. Yeah, so that's going to be alright. Alright, well, there she blows. You know as much as I do at the moment. I'm going to go and try it and make you a short video if it works.